see the turning point of this game?
Probably that pick six. We felt like if we could get ahead with our speed and our defense, it's very, very tough to come behind. So, you know, that flip where it was touchdown, pick six, you know, going there, I felt like the wind kind of came out of there ourselves a little bit, and I kind of think that, you know, we picked it up after that. So, like I said, man, I'm proud of these guys, and they came out and fought. We didn't, you know, last 2 weeks we were down 7-9, and then we went on the run. So I couldn't be more proud.
Can you sum up what this means for this program and for you, and how far this program has come in 2 years?
I always refer back to the seniors, man. A lot of those guys could have transferred out, especially what's going on now. They stuck with it. When we come in, you know, their junior year, they could have easily, you know, just folded and say, oh, it's another coach coming in here, tell us what they want to tell us. You know, they've already been going through the coaches. Then we came in and we just kind of bought in. You know, I mean, we preached family. They became a family. So, you know, it means a ton to those guys. It means a ton to the school. The school was ready to, you know, lose the program. They're talking about possibly folding. And, you know, 2 years later, we're walking away with a field championship.
Richard, in particular, you know, beating a team like OLSH, led by Dan Bradley, who had just won the WPIAL, 3 years ago, does that mean even more to you and to this program?
Honestly, man, I kind of don't, you know, we have a thing, man. We just kind of, you know, you can't hear outside noise from inside the construction zone. So when we're in there working, we kind of preach, man, we don't care who the opponent is. You got to play football. You got to catch us. You got to tackle us. You got to, you know, you got to see our defense. So, you know, Coach Bradley, I found out we had mutual friends. And I just found out about last night, and you know, I wish him well. I wish him good luck. And I'm just happy that the outcome came our way.
Hey, Coach, early in the first quarter, you guys went for it on 4th down, and then you got stuffed short, but it ended up leaving them in a situation where the snap goes over the punter's head and he's kicking out of his own end zone. Do you think that's a case where, you know, your aggressiveness, it doesn't necessarily pay off, but there's kind of a long-term, you know, effect of that aggressiveness?
Oh, absolutely. You know, we have all the trust in the world on our defense, so we're going to be aggressive. We've been aggressive all year. So, you know, we didn't plan to stop, and today it worked out in our favor. Sometimes it don't, and then we got to kind of recover. Today, that was huge for us. When I seen that go over that kid's head, I was like, oh man, that's probably going to be bad for y'all. So I'm just happy, like I said, it happened for our favor. You know, we played Clary that day. We were that team that lost 2 straight punts. So this time we were able to not lose that punt.
Xavier, I can't. Oh, my bad. When you had that run in the second quarter, I think you had like 3 consecutive touchdowns. What's going through your mind? Because, you know, we're watching, it's like you're playing an NCAA 14 or something out there.
Nothing really. I was just really happy for us. I knew once we scored those 3 touchdowns that we had a really good chance to win that game. So from there, I just felt like we had all the momentum.
What did you see on the interception? Take us through that play.
I saw him do that out, and then just baited the quarterback into the throw, and then from there just broke a tackle and ran to the end zone.
Those players, can you describe what kind of emotional swing that second quarter is, and going from down 7-0 to up 28-7, and what that quarter felt like?
I got it. Being down 7-0, we didn't have to give up because it was one busted play. We just happened to be open in the end zone. But we knew we had to get it back. And not just 1 touchdown, get it back, but 3 touchdowns to get it back.
Richard, I was asked, obviously Xavier, about, you know, how what his mindset was during that stretch, but before you went to this game, was that part of the game plan? You see what I'm saying? Because obviously you had another receiver who was ahead of him in receptions and yards and stuff.
Oh, so the thing with us and the thing that we preach, this is why we brought so many guys up on the podium, man. We're a team, we're a family. We just have, be on that sideline was amazing. So I couldn't expect nothing less from my guys. So when they got out there, they're like, I was like, okay, let's weather the first storm. Then after that, we can just go. And you know, every week, man, it's just week by week. We don't have this is do or die. This is our last. Like if it's our last week, it's our last week. We gave you everything we had. We've been working since January, and you know, we just that's what kind of makes us so dangerous. Win or lose, we're going to give you everything we got. If it don't work in our favor, as long as we gave you everything, that's all we can do.
At what point in time do you start prepping for next week?
We'll give them the weekend. We'll give them the weekend. So our schedule is we give them the weekend to be kids, to relax, fix their bodies, and then we get right back at it on Monday. We're not going to put any extra time in preparation or anything like that. When you make the moment too big, you make mistakes. So we just do what we've been doing since day one. We'll let the weekend go. You know, the coaches will watch film. We'll get together on Monday. We'll do our regular pregame, and we just go through the week like that. We're not going to make it any bigger than it needs to be, because regardless of all the media and all the lights and all that, it's still football. We've been playing football all year, so we want to keep it the same way.
Did you have to make any adjustments because of the wind? Anything you changed in the game?
We wanted to go less deep balls. A couple times in pregame, we got kind of hung up. We knew the kicking game was going to be kind of all over the place, so we didn't want to get in a field goal matchup, and that's why we kind of put some more guys back there that can kind of track the ball. But other than that, you know, we just didn't want nothing to get up there and hang up. So we wanted shorter throws, and like I said, we got 7 or 8 guys you have to tackle. That's tough.
For the players, you know, when the game was kind of winding down, it was pretty much all but over in the third quarter, early fourth quarter. There was some jawing, probably frustration on their end. Can y'all share what was being said?
You want
Everything was said. Like, they did not say. They said everything. I don't know what they didn't say. But it's like this Coach Rich and my brothers behind me. They're like, they've been there for me every time, step by step. So yeah.
Yeah, Coach, I mean, you know, to score 3 touchdowns in a WPIAL Championship games, you know, like a pretty big accomplishment. But for what he was able to do, you know, like just like what Xavier was able to do 3 in 1 quarter, 2 in like that span of maybe 17 seconds, how impressive was that?
Oh, like I said, man, we have guys that it's their day. You know, I mean, you've had, you know, what X did today in the WPIAL Championship is amazing. But one thing we try not to make it too big at the stage. He's done it before. The kid has 11 touchdowns called back this year. 11. He had 9 in the first 3 weeks. So it's not like nothing we don't expect. Say has done it before. We know our running back can take it at any given time. So, you know, for this stage, we're very, very proud of him for him. But those are the type of things we expect out of all those guys.
Yeah, I mean, you know, man, like the team's really thrived on this defense all season. How would you grade them out today? What they did?
Other than the first drive, man, we were lights out. You know, we were lights out. The first drive, we made some mistakes coaching-wise. We'll bite the bullet. We'll fix it this weekend. But I felt like we made the proper adjustments afterwards. They still gashed us a couple times. But like I said, one thing is, you know, we might give up a play here and there, but then we'll buckle down and get everything right. So these guys just believed in the game plan. A couple times they did their own thing. You know, we'll go over there and coach it. But as a whole, you know, our defense is, again, I've said this plenty of times. You know, I would not want to play our defense. It's just too much speed. You know, we can be physical. We have multiple guys that can do it. So if one's tired, we can bring another in. We don't lose much.
For your players here, talking about the defense, you know, OLSH was a team that, you know, early on they got up on you, just pounded the ball a little bit, play, you know, ground and pound. When you take a lead like that and have them in that situation where you maybe get them out of what they like to do, do you sort of feel like it's almost like